Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, y'all. It is time to discuss the Czech Republic's Eurovision 2021 artist, Mr. Benny Cristo. He is singing the song OMAGA, which is, of course, short for Oh My God. The question is it making you say OMG? Are you guys ready? Let's
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 do
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 this.
this.
this. Honestly, don't care. I'm happy you're here. I'm trying to make you smile for a while now. I'm like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Why don't you come over and have it? Why don't you let me have it?
Benny Cristo is performing in semi-final 2. First up is San Marino's Sanit, then Estonio's Uku Savisti, and then it is Benny Cristo in third with OMAGA. This song was written during lockdown. He told me he was trying to find connection on Tinder, not to break lockdown rules, but just to talk and to feel like he was with someone. OMAGA captures that feeling of excitement, of discovery, love, lust, whatever that means to you. Lucy, are you feeling the song?
I am feeling this song so much. This is my favorite song of the year. I think it is such like a high energy. Like when Benny kind of came out with K Mama last year, we were so interested what he was going to come back with this year. It is so different, but it stayed the same high quality. Just it's one of those songs that when it's going to be performed, it's going to be magic. He is a performer. I cannot wait. I think it's like quite romantic as well, even though it's like not meant to be. It's not like traditional romance, let's just say. But just like the line, "There ain't no apocalypse as long as you're here on my lips." Yes, I love it. It's quite sultry. I think that's what I'm looking for more than romantic. It's just yes, I love it completely. Cannot wait to see what he's doing with staging.
Ooh, she is feeling the sensuality. Jonathan, what about
Yeah.
you?
I really liked Benny Cristo's song last year, but I love his entry this year. Well, we sort of found out his sort of song relatively early in sort of proceedings compared to when everyone else released theirs. Um, Apologies for the siren that is going past.
They know Benny's fire is being unleashed.
Um, but as soon as we heard it, it went to sort of top 10 in my rankings, and it has stayed there ever since. It has aged like a fine wine. This is so joyous. It is so fun. It just puts me in a really good mood literally every time that it comes on play. I'm just really excited that Benny was able to come back with something that is a bit different, but it also, sort of seems still true to him and his sort of fun and quirky personality. I think he's the sort of person that will deliver a great live performance. Sort of a lot of people were, not too sure about Kamama, but then when he performed at Vidbeer last year, everyone was like, oh yeah, he's got some real great stage presence. So we obviously haven't seen sort of a full-on live show from him yet, but just from the things that we have seen, I'm really looking forward to sort of seeing him rock the stage in Rotterdam. And third place in the semi-final is sort of the dreaded spot. It's sort of the least place, the place where the least number of people have sort of qualified. But I still think that Benny has a real good shot of making it through to the final and just sharing his joy with the entire of Europe sort of in the final as well.
Oh my god, Deppin, what do you think?
You know what? I really take issue with Eurovision fans sometimes. I just kind of feel like, did we actually listen to the same song? Like, are we judging the same material? Because, when everybody kind of shoots this track to like the realm of, really? Let's set the scene here, right? So you're an emerging sort of urban R&B. No, not R&B. He does. It's more like urban pop, Afro beat singer, right? You won this heavily contested national selection. You came out with a banging track, which you remixed to death and gave us all sorts of live performances of that track, right? Eurovision didn't happen. So now you've been told given a year's notice, please come up with another 3-minute pop song, right? Representing your country. And out of 12 months in a year, or at least 9 of those months, this is the best 3 minutes you can come up with? I mean, really? Are you serious? It's funny because the music director for this, Jan Strake, went through Grease, Pulp Fiction, The Simpsons, The Wolf of Wall Street, Dirty Dancing, all these great classics to create this magical music video. Do you know, quite honestly, more time should have been spent in the studio. I don't think this is good. I went from really loving Kimama to equally disliking this as much as I loved Kimama. I just don't think this is good at all. And we've not seen any live performance of this. All the live performances of Benny Cristo, and there are loads, have been of Kimama and entries, well, his songs preceding that. No one's seen any live performance of this.
Well, we are in a global pandemic, so I wonder why he's not giving us a live performance.
Like all the others, yeah, global pandemic, and Victoria is able to shoot 6 music videos in a shorter space of time. Listen, I'm sick of people coming up with excuses. The fact remains, Afrobeat was unique and refreshingly different. This, you've taken 9 months to create a lame pop track with a typo in it. I'm not impressed. I'm sorry. You need to do better. You know, Eurovision calls for better.
Thank you for those 4 minutes, which I could have happily done without. Let me just say this. No. Hold up. It is my turn. I have the mic. So this is the situation. I also loved the vibe of Kamama. I thought the Afrobeats was amazing. The sort of, you know, he produced in Kenya at one point with this. He was drawing on Angolan roots. It was just an amazing sensibility of feeling a moment. It's a new year, and Benny said he wanted to give a new song, not to pigeonhole himself, to show the diversity of his musical experience, and he's done that. This is a radio-friendly song. It may not be your cup of tea, Devin, but I think many people really do love this. And ultimately, what will make the difference is how he performs it live, and we know he's got the X factor. He can move, he does jujitsu, he does snowboarding, he does the stage. I think that live, this will appeal to you more. You saw Vidbeer last year. That was a game changer. People went from
right performance that he actually hated. And you know what? I'm so sick of everybody talking everything up. Oh, he wanted to do something different. The analogy is like, oh, I get A's all the time. I really want to fail the next exam and pick up a D. Oh, please.
My point still remains that live, this will elevate. I have no doubt.
In your world, there are 44 countries in the grand final, even more than the.
In your world, is Serbia in the final? I still wonder, are you putting Serbia through? You won't give me a straight answer, so I don't know how many songs are in your final.
Earth calling William Lee Adams. What video are we doing?
Well, you're the one who invoked, every other participating song of the year. Now, look, let's move on. In this round, let's go around and say, chances of qualification, etc. I do think it's an uphill struggle, to be honest. If you look at the bookies, they're not getting behind this. However, Benny has teased, and his team has teased, that they're going to have intense choreography that really brings the party to life. So that is something to look forward to. Maybe he's not given a live performance, Devin, because he wants to, reveal at the right moment. Yeleni Ferreira was not a favorite going into Eurovision. She waited till rehearsals and she slayed. So maybe he has something up his sleeve. We're gonna have to wait and see.
You know what? You should write the narrative for Monaco coming back, even though they've got no song. Listen, I'm so sick of just all this kind of pad out. Let's just strip it to bare bones and get real with it. Okay, I guess
I'm gonna get real. It's not your turn, mister. You know what? This video is a square. We go around the square. And it is currently on me. So, This is a quote from Benny's team. "We are preparing a visually original concept where Benny will be accompanied by 2 female and 2 male dancers. It is interesting that the position of the stage director will this year be filled by Marvin Dietmann, a seasoned professional from Austria who has extensive experience in this field, Conchita Burst, Cesar Sampson." We could go on. Lucy, what do you think about Benny's chances of qualification?
I mean, first, it's when we grab the popcorn for Devon here. Like, wow. No. I think, like, objectively speaking, considering, like, it is up there for me, but, like, I don't know. I think it will qualify because I think his live performance is that high quality. Doesn't matter that he's performing third. Like, I tend to kind of go for an underdog every year, and like I've never been so comfortable as I am this year, which could go horribly wrong for me, but like I genuinely think he's making it, but I don't think he's exactly coming top 3. I think he might be around the 8th mark, but it totally depends on the staging, because like as we've said, his live performance is so... It's what elevates it. There are some artists where the studio's better. There's some which kind of come alive at the live performance. He's one of them. And I'm not over-exaggerating. And get ready for a Devon Adarami eye roll. I think it could be this year's Fuego. I really do, in a sense that, like, there are I do think that it is going to leave people shooketh when it kind of comes on with the staging, because he can dance, like he can dance, and that's what we need with this song. I think it's gonna make it. I think it would be, I don't know, 8th, 9th qualifier.
Jonathan.
Yeah, I am inclined to agree with Lucy. I think being in the second semi-final, it has greater chances. That is sort of generally slightly sort of weaker across the board as things stand. So I am confident that there is definitely a chance that Benny can go through, but I do agree that it'll probably just sort of squeak in as sort of one of the lower down qualifiers. Yeah, I don't know. I really look forward to seeing how Benny will perform live. I'm a bit curious, because Marvin Dykman is sort of doing about 20 different stagings this year, so where his attention will go and who he's going to prioritize is maybe a bit concerning. Maybe he should sort of stick with a couple that you can sort of really get your attention on, and get them to the best of their ability rather than spreading around to like 6 or so. But yeah, I think Benny is such a charismatic performer. I think he will be able to stand out in the running order, and yeah, I'm hopeful that he can definitely qualify.
Devin.
Do you know what? The Eurovision fandom, sorry, we need to do better. We need to challenge our heroes. It's not about, oh, I think you've got a chance because you're in this particular semi-final. Oh, I think if you employ the staging director, you can inch through. Oh, I think if you add, a couple of dancers and you fly with them and you've been working with them all month, then perhaps you can choreograph. No, honey. The base product is the song. Come up with a decent song, then add bells and whistles. Don't come up with a song that barely... I mean, even the typo, we needed a script to deconstruct it. Like, I'm thinking, I actually read it as Omega, then I thought, oh, is it, oh my... Girl, no. Sorry. I genuinely cannot... San Marino opens, followed by Estonia. Then Czech. Are you telling me all 3 are going to pull through? I don't know.
No, Estonia is out.
Yeah, I think it's...
a 4 after Estonia.
You see, that's where we disagree.
So I think the consensus among many people is that Estonia is not likely to qualify. So Benny's actually in a good position coming after Estonia. He's going to pop out after that. This is upbeat, whereas Estonia is not. I think... Oh, Devin, did you... So, no, it's not going to the final.
Listen, it'll take a miracle put this. And if the likes of people like Lake Malawi can struggle with it, I can't see this being a jury bait. It's more crafted for the televote. As I love Benny Cristo as an artist, and I actually genuinely do. You only need to look back at my videos last year. I was all over him. Actually, he's one of the few stars that have dipped their game, in my opinion. I thought last year was better. This year has dipped, but it's actually dipped beneath the bar of qualification for me.
All right. So as much as I like it, I do think this will struggle to qualify. I could see this coming 11th or 12th. I hope
almost doesn't count.
In any case, I will continue to speak with nuance. I do think it's an uphill battle, and hopefully Marvin Dietmann can give him epic staging to push him over the line, but I just don't know if this will have wide enough appeal, but I do hope so, because as a performer, he is a standout, he is original. Now look, we go around and give our scores out of 10 now, with a justification, starting with Lucy in the UK.
Look, I know I said before get ready for a Devon eye roll, but you don't even understand what's coming. I've given Benny a 10. So I think this is a raging banger. I think Benny is charismatic as hell. I don't know. I think this is an underdog that, I just think that this is going to surprise people. Even Devon there. I think even Devon might be eating his words when we see the live performance. Who even knows? So, yeah, it's a straight out 10. I can't fault it. You know what? I love everything about this song. Even the little Czech bit in the middle. I'm so glad that's there. Like, there's so much about this song that's so good. And by the way, Devon, there's a difference between a typo and a cleverly crafted word, which is what he has done. So, yeah, I love that he's done that again. Okay, Mama, oh my God, like I love that he's kept on brand that way, and I just think that it's absolutely belter. So a 10.
And can I just say, I'm sorry if people misread OMAGA as Omega. Get your eyes checked, Jonathan.
Yeah, this has constantly been one of my favorites, and it is an 8.5 for me. It is up there. I am loving this track. I am loving Benny Cristo's vibes. Again, I agree. I quite like the song title. Once he actually started saying "Oh my God" in the song, I was like, oh yeah, I completely understand the title. It took me about, I don't know, maybe a minute to get that, rather than constantly wondering. But yeah, it's just so fun. I love it. It's so upbeat, and yeah, it's one of my favorites of the year.
Devon.
I'm giving it a 4. And it's funny because actually, if I didn't have any previous history to work with, I feel like my 4 would have been considerably lower. I don't like the song at all, but I like the music video, and I like the promise of Benny Cristo's live performances. I think he's a credible live performer. I think he can dance. It's funny because in a recent Wiwibloggs interview by William Lee Adams, he says that he actually hated Vidbeer, which I thought was a fantastic. So if he's operating at that kind of level for live shows, well, when he's really committed and is really giving it his all, then it's going to be like completely off the charts. So yes, but I still think you still need to come up with a decent song. So actually, taking all that into consideration, he's elevated to a 4.
All right. So I love the lyric, "There ain't no apocalypse as long as you're here on my lips." This is all about all this madness is happening, this kind of alternate reality we live in. But baby, if your lips are pressed against mine, I know Earth is real. Heaven is a place on Earth. I like that message. I think the video's cute. Again, it comes down to his live performance potential, and I think he slays. I'm giving this a 6 because there's not really a climax. I don't know, it creates a vibe, which is wonderful, but for me, I'm a little old school in that I love having like that moment in a song like Jamala's Tree or like Euphoria, Loreen being lifted. I kind of live for that moment, but 6 is very respectable in a tough field. Now, we of course, are not the only Wiwibloggs. There are dozens of us all over the world, and they too have given scores out of 10. Now, they range in age from 18 to over 100, and when we take the overall average, the global score is 6.16. So very much average. Lucy.
Well, devastated, but hey, I guess it is a divisive one, clearly. So I guess it's kind of expected it'll be around that mark. It's respectable, but I was hoping for more. I guess I understand it, but yeah, just wish it was a bit more. But hey.
Jonathan, insights?
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed with the average, but I guess, if there are people out there like me and Lucy who are, willing to put it first or top 5, top 10, then he will still pick up those votes, because you can't downvote a song, so Devin can't forcibly crash him out of the semi even if he would like to. So yeah, there's definitely support out there, and I think, even if it is divisive, then hopefully sort of those votes will still come in.
Devin.
Oh my God, William Lee Adams. Are we still talking about this song? I mean, it's a 3-minute pop song. If only Benny Cristo invested more time in his entry, like we are invested in talking about it. Listen, there's nothing for me to say. All I'm going to say is this. Wiwibloggs is running a poll where the returnee artist, which song do you prefer? The 2020 effort or the 2021? I'd just be curious to know what the feel is for Benny Cristo. What's because last year I gave Kimama an 8.5, because I know people will shade me in the comment section. But actually, I was loving it. But this year, no, I can't deal. And honestly, it's almost 20 minutes. Really, come on. It's only a 3-minute pop song. Let's move on.
So I've quickly checked the poll, and there are currently 1,379 votes. And winning the poll with 70% of the vote is OMAGA.
Oh my God, oh my God, Devin is not correct. Ooh. In any case, that's what we think. What do you think? Are you loving Oh My God? Do you wish it was called Oh My God? Let us know here on Wiwibloggs.
Follow us on multiple social media platforms. Lucy, what are we on?
We are on Facebook. We are on Twitter. We are on Miss Everything.
Make sure to like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when our next Weary Jury videos are coming out. And yeah, leave all your comments down below.
And we will see you later. Bye.
Bye.